Hello, my name is Ruby Williams, and I'm a student at Aspen University. And this is the Leadership Theory course. My instructor is Dr. Robert Campbell. Today, I'd like to do a presentation for Amy. I'm a new RN. Amy is a new nurse manager, and she's concerned that she won't know which type of leadership style to use. Which leadership theory should she choose? So we'll discuss a few, beginning with contingency theory, continuum theory, path goal theory, and the leadership substitute theory. And at the end, I'm going to give Amy my advice on the theory that I would like to use in my organization and why. Let's begin. Contingency theory has a framework which considers different variables: the followers and their capabilities and levels of motivation, the leader, what are their personality traits, what types of behavior do they exhibit, are they ethical, are they kind, what type of experience do they have in order to be a leader, are they in leadership because of their years in the skill, or are they in leadership because they actually know how to lead? What is the situation? What is the task that needs to be accomplished? What's the structure like? And in which environment is this going to take place? Try to describe the right leadership style based on the leader, the people following, and the situation. Contingency theory looks at the characteristics and behaviors, considering the circumstances that are necessary to be an effective leader in a particular situation with a specified group. The continuum theory is used to maximize performance, considering the circumstance, the boss, subordinates, situation, and time. The leadership continuum model is used to determine which of the 7 leadership styles to choose based on boss-centered versus subordinate-centered leadership. Tannenbaum and Schmidt's leadership continuum consists of 7 variables, and I'll go into them briefly. I'll start with 1, the tells. The leadership in the tells, just like it sounds, the leader makes the decisions and thus tells the subordinates what to do, and they carry them out. Subordinates may become dissatisfied if they have significant experience level and yet they're being told by the leader how to perform it. Next, we'll talk about the cells. In the cells, the leader makes decisions, but they're explained to the team, which leads to feelings of inclusivity. And they feel like they're a part of the decision making, even though it's still being sold to them. In the suggest variable, leaders outline the plan and ask the team questions for clarifications, and trust is developed because the team feels that they are involved. Consults. The leader invites the team as a work group, and with value input from all parties, they create a final decision. And as you can imagine, this brings pleasure to the subordinates that are able to participate. Then we have the joins. The leader will ask the team for their ideas of how improvement can be made. It is a collaborative attainment and thus, of course, increase morale. Delegates. In delegation, the leader identifies the problem, but they allow the team to come together and create effective solutions. This style increases job satisfaction and builds inclusivity. The team decides, but the leader is responsible for the outcomes, be it successes or failures. In abdicates, the leader requests that the team identify the concerns, create effective solutions, and carry out the initiatives. So basically, the leader just steps back. They don't tell them what the problem is and tell them to figure it out. They let them determine what are the issues that we have that need to be addressed and that need further improvement. However, the leader is still in charge, so therefore they're still responsible for successes and failures. In the path goal theory, this model is to select the proper leadership style be it directive. Sometimes you must direct, especially if you have new nurses, new residents that you're teaching. Supportive, if they're not new, but they may just need a little support because they're kind of fairly getting their grounds, but they're not quite there yet. Participative, you may need to co-teach with them. You may need to be involved with them and be out there with them on the floor and show them in actual application how things should be done. Or achievement oriented. It's basically, here's the goal, this is what we want to achieve, and that's what we're going to focus on. For the setting, the subordinate and environment play a part in that as well to maximize performance and job satisfaction. The path goal leadership theory predicts a goal setting motivation theory, and an expectancy theory is what it's based on. The first step is elucidating how to focus leading teams to reach a specific objective. Motivating workers more effectively, it really is instrumental when the aim is to increase productivity and you don't want to sacrifice the relationships with your workers. Expectancy theory provides the foundation for path goal theory by stating that subordinates will be motivated if they believe they're capable of performing the task they're being asked to do, and that it's going to result in a specific outcome, be that some type of monetary or an award or just simply a thank you and recognition. And they believe the payoffs for doing their path goal is worthwhile, they'll be more pleased with attaining the goal. According to path goal, their guide and coach simply do that. They guide and coach the subordinates while they, the subordinates, work towards the common goal. Leadership substitute theory can be changed or rendered irrelevant by other factors, including the present in the subordinates, the work, or the organization. Some organizations have begun using autonomous teams for this reason. They look at competence, the education, experience, knowledge, motivation, and a focus on work can all stand in for leadership administration situations. However, leadership is unnecessary when the task, the framework, consistent feedback, and internal triggers happen on a regular basis. So it's become a routine. In the same way, organizational goals and objectives, rules and procedures, and of course the group cohesion, a highly valued reward system that the subordinates see as some value to them, and even geographical or physical distance between leaders and their subordinates can all take the place of actual having a leadership presence. So this is my advice to Amy. Using the leadership substitute theory. As nurse educators, it is vital to have a high level of situational awareness and the ability to detect motivational challenges. I am more comfortable implementing the leadership substitute theory in my organization. As traveling nurse educators, we often teach in various locations in the United States. We require the instructor to be autonomous in their specific cohorts. I would increase the decision-making authority of the experienced instructor. This will encourage heightened levels of trust throughout the organization. The current structure is based on several entities being involved to attain a simple day-to-day activity, which diminishes the subordinate's self-reliance. It makes them stay in an enabled state to look to others to solve simple day-to-day situations. It can lead to codependency of others instead of them troubleshooting. Most often they can figure out the situation as they are working in an autonomous environment in most cases. Subordinates will perform to much higher expectations when they know they're being held accountable and that they're being trusted with their decision-making ability. So now Amy is able to make educated choices when deciding which leadership theory is needed. Thank you for listening to my presentation on contingency theory, continuum theory, path goal theory, and my favorite, leadership substitute theory. Bye, Amy. Have a great leadership experience.